Thank you for staying with us. The more they say, the merrier, and for the judiciary, the more judges available in the court, the quicker the dispensation of justice. The National Judicial Council, NJC, has recommended the appointment of 11 justices to the Supreme Court. A statement by the Director of Information at the Apex Court, Sojuyi, said the recommendation was made at the 104th meeting of the Council in Abuja. The recommended candidates would be sworn in after the approval of their recommendation by President Bola Tinubu and the subsequent confirmation by the Senate. With this, the Apex Court will have the full complement of 21 justices as envisaged by the Constitution. Joining me to discuss this is none other but Justice Ojino. He's a lawyer and, of course, lead partner, Eco Solicitors and Advocates. I see you're smiling with glee from every angle.
I'm happy.
This is your turf.
Yes, yes.
And I feel very, very happy having this conversation with you. Now, with this new story that is making the rounds with the justice world, what impact would this have on the judiciary?
Okay, I think it's a good one. For me, I feel it's salami. I call it salami tactics. I think it's an addition.
Absolutely.
I may not be able to blame the president for all the logjam that we have in our judiciary. It's because I think it's a constitutional thing. 21 justices of the Supreme Court is the maximum that the Constitution allows pursuant to sections 230 and 231 of our Constitution. Okay. But what this will do is, to a large extent, it will decongest the humongous number of pending cases we have at the Supreme Court, which is about 7,000 at the moment as we speak. Okay. And for me, I still think that the total number of justices at the Supreme Court is still not enough to quickly dispense justice. I feel that one mega solution will be that all matters don't end up at the Supreme Court. Okay. If even we have 21 justices, let's even make it practical. Okay. At all times, the least we can have, number of justices we can have at the Supreme Court determine one case out of the about 7,000. Let
me quickly take you on that. You said all matters should end up at the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Then what should be done to have the matter, stop at, the lower courts for cases to be dispensed at once? Why is there always a delay, and why is there a need to always... But people would definitely want to challenge their cases. If I don't feel comfortable with the judgment you have given to me, I want to go to the Supreme Court. So would people be stopped from going up?
Okay, the reason why all matters currently end at the Supreme Court is because the Constitution allows for it to be that way. The American judicial system actually has just 9 justices of the Supreme Court. The American population is much more than the Nigerian population, more than 300 million. Okay. And the average American is more litigious than the average Nigerian. But they don't have this backlog. And the simple reason is because they allow that all their matters should stop at their court of appeal. They call it a circuit court of appeals, the equivalent of our own court of appeal in Nigeria. Any matter that needs the special attention of the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court in the U.S. will issue what is called a set or a certiorari for the matter that has been assumed final at the Court of Appeal for them to reconsider, because we must always remember that the Supreme Court is a court of policy. It's not necessarily a court of law in the manner of speaking, because most of the matters that the Supreme Court adjudicates over again, it has already adjudicated over again.
So are you advocating that a new law should be enacted to have cases stop at the appeal court?
Absolutely. That is the quickest way out of this. No matter if even we have 50 Supreme Court justices, we'll still have the situation that we have at hand.
All right. Now, we understand that owing to retirements and debts, the bench in the last 3 years has continued to experience depletion, raising concerns among litigants and Nigerians. Now, in general, how soon do you think we will start benefiting with these new justices that have been installed?
Immediately. Okay. Immediately. And I say it again.
Your immediately sounds convincing, but it's not heavy.
It's very, very convincing. Okay. I'm very, very sure that it's going to be immediate. Okay. But will it be as fast as we desire, as the business community desires, as the political community desires? Maybe not as fast. Okay. Maybe not as fast, even though it looks to me that it is only the politicians that seems to be enjoying it the most now, because everything is on hold and politics is being given speedy adjudication by the judiciary. All right.